No bad days, just some days are better than others, right?
Can you share with us what time in the morning you got the phone call? We heard it was like a ridiculous,
Yeah, it was.
wake up call or something.
Well, it was progressing last night, and I was making some real progress, and I was just being kept in the loop from both sides. And about 3:45 is when I got the call, and I woke up and said the deal was pretty much done, and we were good to go. And as you can imagine, it was kind of hard to sleep after that. So a little tired this morning, but again, I can't thank this organization, Terry and Kim, Brandon Bean, the coaching staff, everybody that's helped me along the way. I mean, I can go down the line with thank yous, and I wouldn't be in this position without my teammates, my coaches. Coach Dable, Ken Dorsey, Shea Tierney. You talk about all the guys in my quarterback room too that have been here throughout the years. So it's definitely a spot where it's surreal to be in the spot right now, and I'm just thankful that we could get it done, and now we can focus on going out there and earning it, and making sure that they understand that I know that they didn't pay me for what I've done. That they did this because they expect me to continue what I'm doing, and expect me to go win this team some championships. So we got a lot of work to do. I know that. I'm just excited to again put this behind me and start focusing on football now.
Normally, you get a phone call at that time of the night. It's usually not good.
Yeah.
Did you agree with that?
Yeah, usually nothing usually happens good after midnight, right? That's the saying. So, but that call was pretty cool.
When you reflect back to your first press conference here and just how you wanted to repay the faith that this team placed in you by trading up, and all the frickin' knocks and doubts that were placed on you, is there any level of, can you think back and think about a level of, I don't want to say satisfaction, but a validation that these two sides worked together to get to this point and where you are now, that all those doubts seem to have been erased?
Well, I personally think it was just a match that was made to work. Me being in this great city here in Buffalo, and kind of trying to embody what the city is, and it's blue collar, hardworking, don't complain, like figure it out mentality. And I'm very internally driven, and I've always had this goal of mine to play this game for as long as I can. And again, I've had so much help along the way, and it's just, again, it's a blessing, and I'm still trying to find words to really tell you how I feel. But all I know is that we got a game coming up here in a few weeks, and we got to be ready. I got to be on top of my game and be the best quarterback that I can be for this team.
Josh, can you maybe just share a little bit about what the moment was like when you maybe called your parents or your siblings or just whoever's closest to you in your life and shared that news with them, and just what that feeling was like?
Yeah. I mean, talking to my girlfriend Brittany, obviously she was in the loop. She heard a lot of the different conversations going on. So that one was kind of a gradual build-up. But when I called my brother, especially Jason, and my brother Jason, and let him know like it's gonna get done here pretty soon, he was just pumped, and that's my best friend, and I wouldn't be here without him. There's a lot of people, but him especially. Just growing up, having that type of relationship that I did with him, the competitiveness that we had against each other, and we truly pushed each other to be the best that we can be. But he's my number one supporter, and I love that guy so much. But calling my parents, it's my mom's birthday today, and they were on a flight when it happened, but they kind of had an inkling of it going to be happening today. So it was a good birthday surprise for her.
This is a contract that provides generational wealth for your family. I mean, it's not just for yourself. You can take care of a lot of people in your life. I mean, what does that mean to you to be able to know that you're in a position to do that? You grow up on a farm, working hard, to be able to know that you can take care of those people now.
Yeah, I mean, that's really part of the goal of why you play this game. It has these types of opportunities to set you and your families up for a very long time. But again, I understand that this money's been awarded, but I got to go out there and continue to earn it. So, but again, the position I'm in, it's a blessing. It's still I'm still on cloud nine right now, but just the support that I had from my teammates throughout the day too. It was such a cool feeling, and I love these guys here.
What sort of pressure do you feel trying to live up to the dollar amount that's now next to your name?
I mean, I don't think, to be honest, I feel any differently. I hold myself to a very, very high standard, and probably higher than what anybody else can hold me to. So that sort of pressure doesn't bother me, to be honest. But again, I want to continue to prove why, the Bills drafted me and decided to extend me, and that starts with really the week 1 against the Steelers at home. So that's really all our focus is turned towards right now.
Last week, when you spoke to us, that when it gets done, it gets done. You're not going to worry about it. But now that the ink is dry, are you glad that it's done now? I mean, a lot can happen in a year. Who knows? Are you glad? Can you admit now to us you're glad it's done this year?
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. But again, if it were to happen to go on to next year, obviously, like, it is what it is, and I'm at peace with everything going on in my life right now. And this is before, obviously, the contract, and I'm just in such a good space, because of the environment that I've been surrounded by, and it's a really cool feeling to be here in Buffalo and be surrounded by the right organization with the right players and the right teammates. I love coming into work every day, and again, I just can't continue to say, or can't not say how much of a blessing it is to be in the position that I'm in right now. And now all I want to do is go play football.
Just the length of the deal, you and your agents could have pushed for a shorter deal to play the market, whatever. Just what do you say about committing to being here for?
Yeah, I mean, I think the way that we structured the deal was obviously a chance for both sides to get a fair and to feel like they won, and to be here for now 8 more years and allow us to kind of move some things around to keep some pieces here. And I'm not egotistical in how the money's put out or where it needs to be or how much it is. I want to win. Whatever that takes for us to win is what I'm willing to do. So at the end of the day, it's still a lot of money, and like someone alluded to earlier, it's generational wealth and something to be super proud of. But the ultimate goal for now is winning, and it's not going to matter if we don't win.
John Feliciano tweeted a while ago he can't wait for Christmas. Do you have any
No.
any ideas yet? I know we're a long ways away, but
Yeah,
it's gonna be some expectations.
Yeah, my financial advisor's not going to like that, but I'm going to treat my guys good, and they deserve it.
You want to throw us in there at all? Like, it's fine too.
You said what?
If you want to throw us on your
Oh, yeah, of
on
course,
your
of
list,
course, yeah.
that'd be cool too.
Staying with that, what have you heard from your teammates so far? Who's reached out to you? I can imagine your phone.
I
going
mean, yeah,
crazy.
it's been a hectic day for sure, but just the love and support that I've gotten from the guys here, former teammates included, guys just reaching out and just how happy they were for me. But like I said, this environment that we have here in Buffalo, it's different, and the way that our front office and our coaching staff has kind of directed this team to have the type of atmosphere that we have here, it's truly a special place, and the love that we have for one another. I don't think there's a place in the league that's like this. I definitely think that we're tops when it comes to that type of love that we share for each other. So guys love when their teammates get paid, and it's just something that we can all celebrate about, and it was a really cool feeling today being embraced by all my teammates.
Josh, obviously we know how driven you are, but given this contract, and also looking around at the weapons that you have on offense and all the guys that are coming back and what you did last year, I guess just how much does all of that drive you even more to not only make it to a Super Bowl, but win it for this team and this franchise and this city?
Yeah, and again, we as a team know that what we did last year is not going to carry over to this year, just because of what we did. We got to come in here and bust our tail and go out there and try to execute and practice hard, because what we do out here on the practice field is going to apply to the game. So at the end of the day, last year we didn't get the job done. I didn't get the job done. There was a lot of mistakes looking back at that last game that we could have cleaned up. I could have cleaned up, and it's something that I've been, like I said, chomping at the bit to get back on the field. So I think everybody in this locker room has that same type of mentality. The young guys have been learning from, our veteran leaders, and we just got guys that love being out here and practicing, and it's so fun. It is such a competitive environment when we're out here, and it's like I said, it's awesome to be a part of.
What was it like being out here today, knowing what was about to be done in there?
Yeah, I mean, trying to be tight-lipped is kind of the main thing, and I had told a couple people prior to, like, hey, I think we're done here, and guys that especially the quarterback room, guys that I spent a lot of time with that I have really good relationships with, and like I said, the embrace that the teammates had for me today was pretty awesome.
Sean said he had a pretty quick whistle. He was ready to protect you at all costs here, and he even brought his cell phone out. So he was maybe more distracted than you.
Yeah, Coach. That's why I appreciate Coach and what he is, but again, it just shows the type of environment that we have here. Coaches are looking out for their players, and they truly care about us here. And I couldn't have asked to be put in a better situation.
Josh, I know your focus is now on training camp and on that Week 1 game against the Steelers, but in a moment like this, and with all the hard work that has led up to signing an extension like this, what would you tell that younger self that sent out 1,000 emails to different colleges?
I mean, don't change a thing. Enjoy the ride, enjoy the process, and there's multiple ways to get to a destination, and sometimes they take a little longer, sometimes they're a little harder. So, I wouldn't go back and change anything about my past and where I went to junior college, where I went to college, and shout out Reedley in Wyoming because they also have a huge role in me getting to this point. But again, for me, it's not enough just to get to this point. I've got to continue to go out there and prove it every day of why we made the decision to do what we did today, and try to help this team, like I said, win a bunch of games here.
Josh, it seems like Brandon and his coaching staff did, every measure possible to build a support system around you, from keeping the same coaches here throughout your entire career and adding weapons on both sides of the ball and so on and so forth. How much do you hear from the guys that you know around the league about the system in place that Buffalo's built for you?
Yeah, I know it's rare, whether we get new guys or, I talk to guys that go on to other teams. You don't usually get the same head coach and the same defensive and offensive coordinators for 3 years, especially when you have success. Usually one of them or both of them are gone and they're taking head coaching jobs somewhere. So, I definitely believe that, Coach Frazier and Coach Dable are head coaches, and that they're going to get their opportunity when the time comes, and they're going to excel at it. But they've been fantastic for us, just the leadership that they bring to their prospective units, and the relationships that they can carry with their coach or with their players. It's rare to see. So we're fortunate enough to have them here, and like I said, we gotta go out and get this thing done, and we're gonna put all of our efforts towards that goal.
Josh, now that you've got your deal done for you, do you take any interest in seeing if this will affect other teams, like if there's any precedent based off your deal?
Not really. I felt like this was a good deal for, like I said, me and the team, and I don't know if some players feel that way or everybody has their own opinions and different ideas of how things should go. But at the end of the day, we got it done, and I think both sides are pretty happy about it.
Josh, I know you probably weren't, in the trenches actively crunching numbers on this deal. That's why you have agents. But what were those conversations like with Brandon and Sean once things were getting buttoned up? Kind of, things are kind of finalized.
Super smooth. Nobody's ever upset. It's all easy going. No, both sides obviously want to get the deal done, and there's a lot of different variables that go into doing a deal like this. So I'm just glad we're past those days, and like I said, now we can focus on Week 1.